Hello Ospreys, welcome to a national news update on Inside Swoop in 90. I'm Michelle Gonzalez here to give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. President Trump said he wants his top aides to testify at his impeachment hearings, certain his team has a winning case. President Trump will not be tested for coronavirus or go into self-quarantine, even though a senior Brazilian official who attended events in Florida with him is confirmed to carry the virus. Hello Ospreys, welcome to an international news update on Inside Swoop in 90, Inside Edition. I'm Michelle Gonzalez, working remotely from home to give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. Spain has recorded 849 deaths overnight. This is the highest daily toll since the pandemic hit in the southern European country. The total number of lives claimed has now reached almost 8,200 as Spain's medical system strains to care for its tens of thousands of infected patients. AP reports Spain hospitals in at least half of its regions are near or at capacity, but are building field hospitals and sports centers, libraries, and exhibition halls to combat overcrowding. Hey there Ospreys, welcome to another School of Communication update with CommConnect. I'm Michelle Gonzalez, here to bring you up to date on what's going on this week. The Broadcast Education Association is looking to fly out multimedia journalism students to their conference in Las Vegas this spring. From April 17th to the 22nd, BEA will be giving out daily assignments to student MMJs in which they must infuse a variety of storytelling methods to bring their journalism skills and training to life. Visit beaweb.org/conv for more information on the convention and to apply for this opportunity. Applications are due by February 17th, and don't forget, BEA will cover the cost of housing and airfare and will provide you with the equipment and press passes and the guidance.
Welcome to an extended edition of Inside Swoop. I'm Alex Rodriguez.
I'm Michelle Gonzalez, and we're here to give you the inside scoop on Inside Swoop. A man in California was sentenced to more than 5 years in prison for stalking families and survivors of the Parkland school shooting in 2018. 22-year-old Brandon Fleury was convicted by the jury in October for 3 counts of cyberstalking and 1 count of transmitting a kidnapping threat. Evidence from his trial shows he had several Instagram accounts threatening and harassing families of the victims. In some messages, he even impersonated the actual school shooter, Nicholas Cruz, who is expected to begin his trial later this year. There was testimony at the trial that Fleury is on the autism spectrum, but several mental health experts say he does understand right from wrong. Well, it's been an interesting week in the world of sports. There were a few surprises and fans are still trying to process this new information. Here to break down some stories for you is Lauren Paradise with your Inside Scoop on Inside Swoop Sports. According to AP, these rapidly unfolding events have signaled a renewed spike in tensions with Tehran 2 months after Iran's ballistic missile strike.
While the U.S. is trying to control tensions in the Middle East, Africa is working to control a locust outbreak in the region, which the UN Food Agency calls a threat to their food security.
Well, locusts have been estimated by experts to be capable of destroying at least 200 tons of vegetation per year. This week's CommConnect Spotlight highlights undergraduate student Daisy D, a junior studying communication with a focus in advertising and a minor in political science. Daisy spoke to us about what she hopes her life would look like in 3 years and even gives her 16-year-old self some advice. Be sure to check out our Spotlight on the Canvas page and her profile on our social media. Our Facebook is at UNFComm and our Instagram is at UNFCommunication.
It's been a wild ride. It's really weird that it's ending.
We started just doing this show and then we got into We Do CommConnect and we also were able to start our own show.
Swoop Scoop.
Yeah, I can't.
Or Saturday Scoop. We have like 13 different names. It was an extended version of this show and we were I feel like right when we were getting into it and like figured out what we were doing, Corona. We do that whole show in one take. Like if we stutter, we have to keep going. Like pictures are put up live. The only thing done behind the scenes is the green screen. It was all one take and I just remember feeling so proud.
Yeah.
By like the 3rd episode, I was like, okay, we're like actually doing something.
Yeah.
Like we're making.
I heard that locusts can't survive in cold weather.
You know what else hasn't been surviving in cold weather?
Is it me?
No, the Iditarod.
I did what?
The Iditarod Trail sled dog race in Alaska is the world's most famous sled dog race.
Yeah, that's right. But I haven't heard anything about it recently.
Well, that's because interest has dropped in recent years, mostly due to the decrease in the amount of cash prizes, which make it difficult for mushers to compete in such an expensive sport. PETA and other animal rights activists have also begun to put pressure on sponsorships to drop their support. Alaskan Airlines has most recently dropped theirs for the next year's race. That being said, officials are looking to breathe new life into the competition, as they've joined a sled dog racing series that features TV coverage and GPS tracking.
Let's not forget that they've also added a betting element for the first time this year, and that they plan to make some sort of fantasy application for future races.
Iditarod CEO stated, quote, "Like many sports, we are in a race for relevance."
And the mushers are currently in the race to win. The race began last Sunday, and with nearly 1,000 miles to cover, we expect a winner to cross the finish line sometime this week in Nome, Alaska.
Well, you guys, don't forget to check out our Facebook and Twitter page for weekday updates on the most important news.
That's a wrap for this episode of Swoop Scoop.
We aren't sure when we'll be back, but make sure to watch our Inside Swoop in 90 episodes starting again after spring break.
Make sure to stay safe and healthy out there, and please wash your hands.
I'm Michelle Gonzalez.
And I'm Alex Rodriguez. We'll see you next time.